Hello, good to be with you here today. My talk today is about design and social responsibility. Now, I'm a designer. I'm an industrial designer, and I've been working in the field for almost 20 years. That's quite a lot. I've been working mainly in the furniture industry, and one of the companies that I've worked most for is IKEA, which I think all of you know. When I started working for IKEA, I actually got involved in a certain thing called social responsibility. Well, that said, what does that mean? What does that actually mean? Well, corporate social responsibility is something that all of us should know, but that is actually how the companies behave when it has to do with the conditions of their workers. I'm proud to say that seeing the conditions today compared to 13 years ago, when I was first in China, it has changed, and it's changed drastically to the better. This is a picture taken in one of the factories that I visited when I was in Asia. Next picture was actually taken on Friday, because I just came from Thailand, where I was working on toys for IKEA. It is a pleasure to see how the companies, how well they are doing, and, well, not all, but hopefully as many as possible. And the thing is, yes, that's great, that's what the companies do, but can I do something? Can I be personal? Can I, as a designer, do something about this social responsibility? Well, I have been working on a project for several years now, which I'm very proud of. It actually started quite accidentally. It is basically a series of organs. I'm working with a glass museum called Corning Museum of Glass. It's in New York State. It's a beautiful museum that I urge you to go visit. We started to explore the possibilities with glass. I'll come to that a little bit later because I want to show you some pictures of it. But first of all, I got into this glass business, and I started to do some items that I thought that would, well, look good, because first of all, you focus on things that look good in a certain material. But what I discovered was actually, I decided to focus on organs, because what is similar with glass and organs? And that is actually that organs can be extremely fragile, but at the same time, they can be very, very strong. The same thing goes for both for organs and for glass. Glass is a material that you have to treat with a lot of respect, and you have to treat it very carefully in order to make all things work when you blow glass. Now, during these tests and these experiments that I was doing with these organs, I actually dug into the information about the situation in the world with organ donations and organ transplantations. It's not a good picture. It's not a nice world out there. There is a black market, a huge black market with organs. Poor people in the world are selling their organs just to be able to breastfeed their children. That's not nice. There's actually plenty of solutions in this field. We can do a lot. And first and foremost, we have to urge people to donate their organs. What would you say if I told you that out of 5 people waiting for an organ, 4 of them are waiting for a kidney? Actually, 80% of the people waiting are waiting for kidneys. And kidneys can be donated while people are alive. It's striking to see how many people actually are on this waiting list. And these are young people as well. This is not only about older people, well, that have lived their lives. This is young parents, young people, young children. So what can you do? What can you do to let people know about this? Well, if we look at kidneys, they're not that sexy, are they? They're quite yucky. So can we do something more attractive? Can we do something? Can we actually use design as a media to get people to notice those things? That would be great, no? So there are other solutions, yes. There's technology. Behind me you see a 3D printer that actually can print out 3D items and, for example, organs in the future. This is a technology that we can use possibly in about 10 years' time, possibly more, possibly less. But the need is urgent today, and we need to solve some issues today not in 10 years. But this, of course, is great. The technology is there. We just have to, make it grow, and we have to perfectionize it and see if it will work. But again, what can we do today? And I, as a designer, what can I do? To be honest with you, I'm going to tell you one thing, that I wasn't that bothered, actually. When I started as a designer, I wasn't really that bothered about those, social issues. Of course, the environment, yes, and, those things. But to be honest with you, I actually have a son. My son is autistic. And I got into a situation, a very personal situation, where I felt helpless because I really wanted to solve something about that situation. Now, I can't cure autism. Nobody can. But that got me thinking, but can I do something else? Can I do something to make a situation better, and somehow with my capability as a designer? So, yes, I've been focusing on these organs, and I've been working on them with Corning, which has been amazing collaboration. And this is the first set. We actually met in 2007 in Miami, and we made this complete set of organs. It was a 3-day workshop. We worked our asses off, and we did this set of organs. Then after that, we have actually taken this further. We've been working for it's about 6 years now, and it's still going on. I'm going there in August now to do more glass. We took some of the organs actually into, let's say, a natural environment, which is the hospital here in Iceland. And those hands are actually of a real heart surgeon that holds the heart for us there, just to show, let's say, the reality of it. Here you see actually one of the glass hearts on the surgery table. Many people think, organs, I'm not dead yet, and what can I do? Well, you can donate blood. Everyone can. You can do it this afternoon if you want to. There's a blood bank around the corner. And, that's an easy thing. That's an easy thing to do. And so we made these blood cells oversize. It's sculptural, and you get a lot of people. And what I love about this is actually people that have not been that interested in design have actually shown a lot of interest in this. Doctors, people from the medical field, people that really or rarely don't notice design. They have been so enthusiastic about this project. Now, eyes, the cornea of the eye is used a lot. You can use that in many cases. So let's photograph the eye in its natural environment. And again, these are sculptural items. Yes, many people ask me, what are those? What are you doing with them? Is it a vase? What is it? And no, it's actually objects to get you to think. And many people actually ask me, how can you work for IKEA and do low-price items, like mass-manufactured items, and then you go and work on extremely, let's say, expensive quality glass? For me, it's two different things. Well, I'm working with social responsibility in both cases. In one case, I work with living conditions let's say, I realize when I go to Asia, I see people working on my design. I see not only families, but whole villages actually working, maybe on something that I sketched for 5 minutes, a basket. And then you go to Asia and you see maybe hundreds of women sitting, sometimes in their own kitchen, weaving these baskets that then they bicycle and deliver to like a collecting station. And that is one kind of social responsibility. And this with the glass is a type of another social responsibility. Now I want to show you this picture. In this series, we actually went into, let's say, the department, let's say where all the kidney patients were lying. This guy, he was really lovely. His name was Einar Lee. And he said, I'll pose for you. Let me hold those kidneys for you. So he did. About 2 months later, he died. He didn't make it to get a new kidney. And it's a sad story because this was a young, vibrant, lovely guy. So if you're prepared to receive an organ from someone, please be ready to donate one from yourself as well. And think about that next time, in whichever situation. So it's actually, it's personal. Thank you.